All right, let's get it. Yeah, we can do that. I will say this right here is going to be the Heisman winner. So, yeah, it's going to be my quarterback or his receiver. I mean, my quarterback's won in the voting, but
everybody here in the building. The Big 12 championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the second-ranked team, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
dang. But yeah.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out past the 30. Past
He
the
did
10.
already
Touchdown,
in this
Texas
game.
Christian. Offense setting the tone early.
Well, that's exactly how you draw it up, right, Chris? First play of the game.
This is going to be a long, stressful game.
Man, you could not start off any better for this offense.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turn begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He's a 1st and 10 play. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
One down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important second down play coming up. The quarterback's got it on the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powering through. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. On the move, trying to scramble for the 1st down, comes up short. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He finds the running back in the flat. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you.
Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion.
His tight end's the GOAT keeper. He's the GOAT.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete.
And it brings up 4th down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The returner is brought down. Gets to start with the next drive. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that completion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. The Mountaineers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Handoff to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's looking to scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Mountaineers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And the Horned Frogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no-man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
The Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the Horned Frogs are going to cash in this red zone trip. And they hand it off to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, kind of have that feeling that which quarterback is going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Trying to extend the play. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Mountaineers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
He's going to pull it down and run. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Aiming for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner heads out of bounds. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Pressure is coming. Under heavy pressure. Hit as he throws it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's got some open field ahead. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And on this conference championship stage, it's the defense that makes the play to tie this game up.
Man, Chris, think about this. There's so much at stake. You're trying to win a conference championship. Who knows? Maybe move on, get to the postseason, into a playoff, and to come up with a play like this from your defense where they create the turnover and score themselves to tie this thing up. This is going to be an exciting finish.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Goes out of bounds at the 32. That's a decent return. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator He may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Using his legs on the scramble, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Powering through the defender. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
We'll try to run it with the option. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And they will claim the second half lead. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They stop him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, West Virginia. Still no answer for this offense. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Keeping it on the ground here. The ball is free in the backfield. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
Boy, it's third and forever. The defense sits back in what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the first down, but we still do have a fourth down, but at least it's more manageable.
On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This quarterback on fire today.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morales. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's going to take off. Finding some room at the 25. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And the Mountaineers with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
The back's got it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pocket breaking down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The shotgun running play call. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to...
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, TCU. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. He has first down yardage at the 46. The offense going with the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's hooked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Doesn't hold on, good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. The pass rush closing in.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Handing off on the draw play. And bulldozing his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for two to take the lead right here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They don't get it. It's incomplete. Going for the win. The gamble doesn't pay off. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoffs spot locked up. We get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports